Hello everyone and welcome to the Albion Cup, where we have 48 of the best clubs in Europe based on UEFA rankings, and we put them in a World Cup type tournament with 48 teams using Match Simulator. You'll see how everything goes. The groups will be randomized by Match Simulator, so if the groups are weird, blame them, not me. And yeah, I'll see you, and I need to show you the teams first. So here are all the teams. Got Monaco, Midtjylland, Copenhagen, RB Leipzig, Lyon, Feyenoord, Braga, West Ham, Sociedad, Fenerbahce, Pizen, Gilroy, Bodo Glimt, Alkmaar, Lazio, Juventus, Lille, Shakhtar Donetsk, Fenerbahce, Napoli, Olympiacos, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Manchester United, Real Betis, PSV, Milan, Atalanta, Sporting, Club Brugge, Chelsea, Porto, Benfica, Roma, Fiorentina, Tottenham, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Aston Villa, and then you have should then you have Bayer Leverkusen, Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG, Inter Milan, Manchester City, and then Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Bayern Munich. So there are all the 48 teams. We'll see for the groups. So here are the groups. Got Group A: Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Fenerbahce, Roma, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Real Betis, Tottenham. Then got Atalanta, Feyenoord, Benfica, Shakhtar Donetsk, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, and PSG. What a group! Inter Milan, Man City, Real Madrid, and Braga. Another brilliant group. Then you got Midtjylland, Bodo Glimt, Juventus, Manchester United, Porto, Fenerbahce, Gilroy, Pizen. That's an interesting group. Dortmund, Copenhagen, Fiorentina, Milan. You then have Monaco, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Lyon, Alkmaar, Lille, Sociedad, West Ham United, Olympiacos, Leipzig, Freiburg Sporting, and then finally Arsenal, Lazio, Napoli, and PSV. So this is going to work. It's going to go today, Game Week 1, all of Game Week 1, then tomorrow, Game Week 2, Game Week 3, the next day, and then on to knockouts. And also, the top 8 of the third places also go through. As you can see, is why third place have an orange line, so it's like the World Cup. See for Game Week 1. Here we are for the first game. It's Roma, Fenerbahce, and Leverkusen up against Bayern Munich. Both have kicked off. We're doing them at the same time to make it easier, make the videos a little bit shorter, or else we'll be here for ages. But yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. Roma take the lead up against Fenerbahce. That's an interesting game. That's probably the game I'm mainly looking at is obviously Leverkusen Bayern Munich. But Roma 2-0, 2-1. Fenerbahce have scored, but as you can see in this game, 0-0 between Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich take the lead, 1-0. Roma 3-1 up. Oh my! Full time. Bayern Munich take the win. Good start for Bayern Munich. Good 3 points on the board. But Roma look quite the team here, and it looks like it's going to be 3-1 Roma. Oh, that has put cats amongst the pigeons, as they say. Roma win it 3-1, and Bayern Munich win it 1-0. Some really interesting results. I'm going to move that a little bit like that. That is interesting. That is for sure. Roma could win. We'll see for the Group A table. That is the Group A table on the screen. Roma top on 3 points with a goal difference of 2. Bayern Munich second with a goal difference of 1, 3 points. And Leverkusen, Fenerbahce both down in third and fourth with 0 points. But so far, so good for Roma and Bayern Munich. I think now both just need a point and they should be pretty much through to the round of 32. But good start for both sides. We'll see for Group B. Moving on to Group B with Tottenham up against Real Betis and Club Brugge up against Frankfurt. Yeah, this is an interesting group. Obviously, I'm English. This is the first English team playing. Let's see how we do. I'm obviously supporting England boys. I'm supporting Tottenham, Club Brugge and Tottenham. Club Brugge and Tottenham both take the lead. Frankfurt equalise. A lot has just happened, and I'm not too sure what's happened. Tottenham are winning 1-0. Club Brugge Frankfurt 1-1. This is now getting interesting. What will happen now? It's the second. We're still in the first half in the Tottenham Real Betis game. 69th minute in the Club Bruges game. At the moment, Tottenham are top of the table. Real Betis could equalise here. Not too sure. It's 2-1 Frankfurt. Oh my lord, the Germans have done it. They've taken the lead in the 83rd minute. I'm not too sure how this is going to end. It's full time in the Frankfurt games. It ended Club Brugge 1, Frankfurt 2. Tottenham are 2-0 up against Real Betis. This should be over. And it's a fantastic start for the English teams. I think we have quite a few English actually. We have Tottenham, the Man Cities, the Arsenal, the Chelseas, the Liverpools. We have quite a few English teams. So it's good to get off to a good start as the Englishman. But yeah, we'll see you guys for the Group B table. There we have it for Group B. Tottenham sit first, Frankfurt sit second, Club Brugge sit third, and Real Betis sit fourth. Tottenham on 3 points. I mean, good win for Tottenham. 2-0 over Real Betis is a good result. Frankfurt as well, way at Club Brugge to pick up all 3 points there was massive. It's an interesting one. We'll see you guys for Group C. Moving on to Group C, where we have Shakhtar Donetsk up against Feyenoord and Benfica up against Atalanta. Quite an even group, I must admit. Two quite good games as well in terms of Shakhtar Donetsk and Feyenoord. It's quite a good fixture. Feyenoord take the lead 1-0 inside the first 14 minutes. Brilliant start for Feyenoord. But I'm really looking at this Benfica-Atalanta game. 1-1 there in the other game, Shakhtar Donetsk. But I'm really looking at this Benfica-Atalanta. But it's 2-1 Feyenoord. Maybe I should be looking towards this game instead of that game. I'm really interested though. 61st minute in. 61st minute, 67th. 3-1 Feyenoord. I think that is game over there. But Benfica-Atalanta still 0-0. This is the game I'm really looking at. Can one of them snatch a winner? Goal. 4-1 Feyenoord, 1-0 Atalanta. Feyenoord are running away with that game. Shakhtar Donetsk, probably the worst start, but it's 2-0, 5-1. It's 2-0, 5-1. Atalanta they double their lead, 2-0. This is fantastic. This is honestly fantastic. 92nd minute, 93rd, full time. There we have it. What a group we have right now. Group C is starting to look very fascinating. Plus, Benfica now need to go and get a couple of results. Obviously, Shakhtar Donetsk and Feyenoord. I think Benfica should probably win. Probably should beat. But I'll see you guys for the table. So there is the Group C table after one game. Feyenoord with a goal difference of +4. Brilliant start for Feyenoord. Shakhtar Donetsk for me are probably going to have to win and pick up a point probably in the next two to have any sort of chance of making it out of the group. I think it's going to be a quite difficult run there for Shakhtar. Obviously now playing Benfica and Atalanta because a -4 goal difference is not good, especially if you want to sneak in at third place. -4 goal difference is huge, and -4 isn't gonna cut it for me. Benfica and Atalanta, good game, only 2-0 there for Atalanta. Good start for them. Benfica definitely need to go and win their next game to stand any chance of making it to the next round. But yeah, Group C looking pretty good. See you for the big one, and I'll tell you the big one is Group D. Moving on to the greatest group, I think, out of all the groups. It's Chelsea versus Barcelona and Atletico Madrid up against PSG. This for me is the greatest group of all time. It's just filled with quality. And it's 1-0 Barcelona. They take the lead. Enzo Fernandez. I can't hear you, Enzo. 2-0 Barcelona. 1-0 Atletico Madrid. 2-1 Chelsea score. That better not be Enzo. That better not be Enzo. It's 2-0 Atletico Madrid. PSG. What's happened? I'm not too sure what's happened to PSG, but this is starting to get really fascinating. We're half time in both, in the second half in both games. Wow, this could throw cats amongst the pigeons in both games. Atletico Madrid, good 3 points here if they can do it. And save Barcelona, and Barcelona win it 2-1. Enzo, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Enzo Fernandez. I can't hear you. And it's ended 2-0 Atletico Madrid as well. Wow, what a game week. What a game week. I can't quite hear Enzo Fernandez. I need to check who scored for Chelsea, and I'll tell you in the groups when we see the group table. But it's ended here. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 2, Atletico Madrid 2, PSG 0. So here is the group, and by the way, it was Enzo Fernandez who scored. I'll show you at the end of the video, but it was Enzo. Atletico Madrid are top on 3 points with goal difference of 2. Barcelona second with goal difference of 1, and then Chelsea and PSG third and fourth. That is going to be a really interesting group, and keep an eye out on that in Game Week 2 because it could start to look quite interesting going into Game Week 3. But yeah, Group D looking pretty decent, but it has ended here. Chelsea, Atletico Madrid first, Barcelona second, Chelsea third, and PSG fourth. Moving on to Group E, I believe, where we have Manchester City up against Inter Milan and Real Madrid up against Braga. Again, another very, very interesting group. I don't mind this group at all. I think the Man City Real Madrid game is going to be the one that tickles me, that's for sure. But we're already into the second half against when the Real Madrid Braga. Real Madrid take the lead. Wow, 65 minutes in, it's Real Madrid 1, Braga 0, Real Madrid 2, Braga 0, and I think Braga the team that's going to be the battering of the group. I think every team here, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Man City, will all beat Braga. It's 2-1 though. Wow, Braga hit one back late, but it's ended there 2-1. Obviously, not much happened in Real Madrid because it ended quite quickly. We are 60 minutes into the Man City Inter Milan game, and we are 0-0. But Inter Milan, oh my lord, they strike. They strike with real fear. Inter Milan are 1-0 up against Man City. That is what I'm interested about. What's happened here? 83rd minute. Can Man City strike back? Can they? 5 minutes to go. Or is it going to be a 1-0 Inter? 92nd minute. 94th. City. City! Oh my god, they strike! They strike at the very end! Oh my! Man City strike! Wow! Phil Foden! Phil Foden! No, they strike. They strike, and it's ended here. City 1, Inter Milan 1, Real Madrid 2, Braga 1. I'll see you for the table. So there is the Group E table. Real Madrid sit top on 3 points with goal difference of 1. Inter Milan and Man City both second and third on 1 point, and Braga in fourth on 0. It's going to be a very interesting game week 2, but yeah, looking quite good. See you for Group F. Moving on to Group F, I believe, where we have Midtjylland versus Bodo Glimt and Juventus up against Manchester United. I mean, two very high favourites in this group, Juventus versus Manchester United. Midtjylland go 2-0 up though. That is a big scoreline. Juventus take the lead. Wow. Now that is a shock to the system. And they take it. They double it. Wow. What can Manchester United do? Can they respond? Midtjylland 2-0 up. Juventus 2-0 up. Juventus 3-0 up. Wow. Okay, United have been stomped on. Goal! Goal back for United. I'm really looking at that game. United, though, 2-2 between Midtjylland and Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt have come back. Goal for Juventus, 4-1. Wow, that is a shock. Here we are, my Bodo Glimt! Oh my god, it's Bodo Glimt! Bodo Glimt. Now that is a shock to the system. Midtjylland went 2-0 up, 2-0 up early on, and bottled it to Bodo Glimt. Juventus as well, absolutely demolishing Manchester United. Wow, it's an absolute shock group. We'll see you for the table. So here we have it, Group F. Juventus sit top of the table. An absolute shock. I wouldn't be scared, United fans. Obviously, you've got Bodo Glimt and Midtjylland to play. I think that's 6 points. But you probably will be second. Bodo Glimt sits second currently after a massive 3-2 win. And Midtjylland sit third, but for me that will all probably change in game weeks 2 and 3. Obviously United will probably beat both of them, so don't be too scared. But for now, United are fourth, and we'll see you guys for the next group. Here we are for the next group, which is Pizen versus Porto and Ferris versus Gilroy. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But this is it. This is one of the groups that I'm not too interested in. Pizen, though. One level. Oh, Porto equalise. That's fair. Pizen are 2-0 up. 2-1 up. Okay. Porto probably should run this group. I'll be real. And Porto aren't at the moment. 3-1. Oh my. That is a shock. That is a shock to the system. I thought Porto had this group unlocked, but Victoria Pizen have done it. Made it 3-1. 80th minute here, getting the Gilroy game. For me, probably looks like a 0-0. 90 on the clock. World class save, 94. Yeah, it looks like that is game. So we have a 3-1 win and a 0-0. An interesting one. I think Porto. That is definitely a shock to the system. Not good from Porto, but yeah, we'll see for the group table. So this is the Group G table. Plzen, Ferencvárosi, Gilroy, and Porto. If I'm pronouncing them wrong, I do apologise. But yeah, you can see 3 points. It looks like it's been a little bit cut off at the end now. I do apologise, but that is 3 points, 1.1.0 points. You'll probably still be able to see it. But yeah, looking interesting with that group. But I'll see you guys for the next one. Moving on to next group with Borussia Dortmund, Copenhagen, AC Milan, Fiorentina. It's Italian versus Italian, and German up against Danish. It's very, very interesting. AC Milan take the lead early on to be surprised. I think Dortmund and AC Milan are definitely first and second in this group, definitely for sure. AC Milan 2-0 in 7 minutes. Dortmund take the lead in the 34th to Copenhagen and then double it. Oh, I've got to fast forward some of the AC Milan stuff. That is on me. That's why the game was going at a slower pace. But it's AC Milan 3-0. It's a very dominant performance from AC Milan. And they've not looked back once. Dortmund here 2-0 in the 73rd minute. They're looking good for their money. They should be getting the 3 points over the line. It's starting to get interesting, that's for sure. 93rd, full time. It's 2-0 Dortmund, 4-0 AC Milan in the 59th minute. This, yeah, it could be 5, possibly 6 here. I mean, it's an absolute dominant performance from AC Milan, looking very, very good. 5-0. Fiorentina have just been absolutely dominated, but they get a goal back. Okay, the comeback could be on the cards. 92nd minute, 95th, 96th, full time. There we have it. AC Milan 5-1 winners, Dortmund 2-0 winners. Looking very, very good indeed. See you for the table. So that is Group H, Milan and Dortmund first and second. You're probably expecting that, to be quite honest with you. And I do fear Copenhagen and Fiorentina, whoever finishes third. Based on goal difference, I'm not too sure will make it through to the round 32. I do feel for them. They are in a very difficult group, obviously. But Milan Dortmund doing the job is expected, to be quite honest with you. And we'll see you guys in the next group. Moving on to the next group, we have Aston Villa up against Lyon and Liverpool up against Monaco. This is definitely an interesting group. Two English sides. Let's have a look. Two very good games. I think Aston Villa, Lyon, Monaco 1-0 up against Liverpool. Now that is a shock to the system. Can Liverpool make a comeback? They need to come back early. Let's see. But 20 minutes gone, Monaco shocking the nation. And it's 1-0 Villa. I'm focusing on the Liverpool game. 1-0 Villa though. That's a big goal for Villa. But this is it. We're into the 53rd minute. Liverpool cannot lose this. Lyon and Villa are very difficult. 2-0 Monaco. Wow. Now that is a shock. Villa have won their game. Villa have done what they need to do. 3-0 Monaco. Wow. Away from home as well. That is a shock. Liverpool go back though, 3-1, but I'm not too sure it's going to be enough. 82nd minute, 86th. Oh, oh, here we go. A late comeback there for Liverpool, but still, that's not good for Liverpool. I think they can still do it because I still feel like they have enough to beat Lyon and Villa. So I think they can still do it. But that has opened this group massively. And Monaco giving themselves an absolute lifeline. Can they get a point against Lyon or Aston Villa? And that's probably enough to make it to the next round. But that is a shock defeat for Liverpool. Liverpool fans, let me know how you feel about that one because that is not good enough. So that is what the table looks like. Monaco first, Villa second, Liverpool third, Lyon fourth. I feel like Liverpool will probably be in the top 8 in third places right now, but that is not what Liverpool wanted. That is not a good enough result for Liverpool. They know that, and they'll probably come back in the game week 2 and 3 and probably shock us with a good winning over Villa and Lyon. But for now, Liverpool, that's a shock. See you guys for the next group. Moving on to the third last group, Real Sociedad versus West Ham, Alkmaar up against Lille. This is a good one. I can feel it. This is going to be a very, very tasty group, and West Ham are stuck in it. Lille, very good side. Alkmaar, decent side. Sociedad, good side. So it's going to be a good group. I feel West Ham could get out of this for sure. Let's see how they perform in their first game. Alkmaar Lille 0-0. So is the West Ham. 45th minute. Going to the second half 0-0 still. Not bad result so far for West Ham. Will any of these sides snatch it or will it be 2-0-0s? Let's have a look. Goal! Oh my god, 2 goals happened at the same time. West Ham 1-0 up. Alkmaar 1-0 up. Wow. Can West Ham hold on? That'll be a famous win for West Ham. Can they hold on? It's ended 1-0 Alkmaar. 80th minute here in the West Ham game. Still 1-0, it's 2-0 West Ham. Oh no. No, no, no. This can't be happening for Sociedad. 2-0 West Ham. This is a massive win. A massive, massive win for West Ham United. That for me has secured a place in round of 32 because that's a very, very good result there for West Ham. And I'll see you guys for the table. Here we are for the Group J table. West Ham top, Alkmaar second, Lille third, Real Sociedad fourth. Interesting, that's for sure. Definitely interesting group. I think West Ham have probably done it. Alkmaar could do it. I feel like Lille and Sociedad could be too good for them. Well, they actually know West Ham and Sociedad could be too good for them. I'm not too sure though. It's looking interesting. We'll see you guys for the penultimate group. Moving on to the penultimate group with Freiburg, Leipzig, Olympiacos, Sporting. Uh, a nothing group really. Again, I don't. This is not a group that excites me at all, but it's a group that will do. And yeah, I definitely do see Sporting 1-0 up already. I definitely do see Sporting making it far. Definitely, I'm thinking around 16 for them, maybe quarterfinals. But so far, it's looking very, very interesting. Sporting 1-0 up. Freiburg Leipzig is still 0-0. Wow! Leipzig take the lead. 73rd minute, 1-0. That's a big goal. Freiburg equalise. Sporting 2-0 up. Goals going everywhere. I'm looking, and goals are going everywhere. Freiburg. Leipzig take the win. 3-0 Sporting. Sporting are dominating. Absolutely dominating. It's scary. It's scary. 93rd minute, Olympiacos goal back. But that is it. That's a wrap. Sporting 3-1, Leipzig 2-1. We'll see you for the table. Here we are in Group K, the penultimate group. Sporting and Leipzig are the 2 teams on 3 points. Freiburg and Olympiacos third and fourth. Again, I think Sporting will dominate this group. I think this could be a 6 to 9 point group for Sporting. I think they are just at a level ahead of everyone else in this group. But for now, that's looking very interesting. And we'll see you guys for the final group. Some interesting teams in that one. Moving on to the final group, which is Napoli versus Arsenal and Lazio versus PSV. A very difficult group. And you know what? It's actually a better group than I thought, to be honest. But yeah, this is where it lies. This is where it stands. Napoli. Oh, Napoli take the lead. I'm looking at Napoli Arsenal. Lazio have also taken the lead. I'm definitely looking at Lazio taking a double. They're 2-0 up. Big stuff for Lazio. Arsenal equalised. Best team in England. Napoli, I think, the best team in Italy, either them or Inter Milan. What a game. 2-2. Can either of them go and win it? 86 gone, 93rd, full time 2-2, and Lazio are 3-0 up. This is a dominant performance of Lazio. This is really good for their goal difference, and I think third place will probably be hitting them. It's 4-0. It's dominant from Lazio. And Lazio, I think Lazio could do something against Napoli and Arsenal. I'm not too sure though, but they definitely could. Lazio 4-0 over PSV. Arsenal, Napoli 2-2. I'll see you for the group's table. So that is the Group L table. Lazio, Arsenal, Napoli, and PSV. Arsenal, Napoli, interesting one. I think that's a good point for both, I think. And either way, I think Arsenal and Napoli will see them in around 32, that's for sure. But this tournament is starting to really heighten up. And after game week 2, going into the final game week, that's when I think it'll start to get really interesting. But I'm excited. I'll see you for the whole outro. So this is the table: Roma, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, Fenerbahce, Tottenham, Frankfurt, Club Brugge, Real Betis, Feyenoord, Atalanta, Benfica, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Moving on to Group D, E, and F: Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid, Inter, Manchester City, and Braga, Juventus, Bodo Glimt, Midtjylland, and Manchester United. In Group G, H, and I, we have Victoria, Plzen, Fenerbahce, Gilroy, Porto, AC Milan, Dortmund, Copenhagen, Fiorentina, Monaco, Villa, Liverpool, and Lyon. And finally, J, K, and L: West Ham, Alkmaar, Lille, Real Sociedad, Sporting, Leipzig, Freiburg, Olympiacos, and Lazio, Arsenal, Napoli, and PSV. See you for the third places. Moving on to third places, as you can see, Napoli, Man City, Gilroy, Midtjylland, Liverpool, Chelsea, Club Brugge, and Freiburg. This is, you can see, give me a second. You'll, you'll, you'll be able to see there that the green line signifies top 8 will go through. So right now, Leverkusen, Lille, Copenhagen, and Benfica will be missing out. But yeah, that is the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you guys in Game Week 2 tomorrow at 6 PM GMT. See you guys.